In the second unit of this English sessions containing reading and writing, we're going to look into three aspects. What kind of books do you enjoy reading? Are there any books that you find boring? And how do you go about reading your textbooks? Do you find them easy to read and comprehend? Well, this is, some people call it as the good books, and some enjoy because of their interest. See, for example, some people like to read based on the hobbies and based on the subjects they have taken throughout their life. For instance, science people want to read science books, and arts people will want to read literature, and some other persons connected with business and those things they will always be interested in how to improve the strategies, how to start earnings, such and such things. And there are also things which you can find the boring also. That is in which you are not interested. So the third point is about the textbook. A textbook is often it is different from reference books. In reference books, nothing standard has been established. Okay, it is not yet standardized. That means in the textbooks you have some experts, and or if they will sit down, discuss, and over a period of certain years they might have found which is useful to students and which is not, and something which is very authentic. Authentic means there is no fake things, and which has been proved successful, the theories, and that is what is called as the textbook. So a textbook is different from reference books. Reference books will have so many references at the end of each chapter, so that you can go to that again. It may either be a link or it may either be some other book. You can go there again and find out what has been written there. Okay, so we have also seen the skimming and scanning are the useful links. I have told you how skimming is about being precise. எது முக்கியமா இருக்குது அதை மட்டும் எடுக்கிறது skimming. So skimming of milk I just told you, and then scanning. It is what I have told you as something like fast reading, and I also told you that it is like glancing. Just a cursory glance or something very glancing, isn't it? And fast reading, that you can simply glance at them and that will help you get the needed information quickly. In an academic setting, when a book is prescribed, readers tend to skim through it. That's what I told you. Academic setting na board, what you call this. Suppose, for example, if you want to know for the plus two board of studies in higher secondary education, like that, there will be on board constituted by the government of the state or government of the nation, and they will sit down and they will just try to skim. They will just try to take out what is important there, and what unimportant information that will be removed, and we'll focus on the passage which is most relevant to the assignment on a term paper on hand. The required information will be in intensity. So only the required information is read intensively, means connected with this. Okay, so here the purpose of this first paragraph is just finding out what is interesting and trying to find out what a textbook is. They will find out which alone is important and then glance over it and then give it to that. Okay, so here are some of the skimming methods. The skimming methods, when you are reading, you use skimming skills. Skim means it is like something like a trim also. Predominantly used in the following. What are the skims? You'll use titles, subtitles, and headlines. Some always written in bold letters and underlined sometimes. And then you'll read the content at the beginning of any textbook. It will be written like that. And then you'll have introduction. Introduction part is where the author tries to explain the purpose of writing that book. Sometimes some authors, apart from introduce, they wrote something called as the prologue. This is what makes them write this book. What made them write this book? Okay. Then the synopsis is there. So synopsis is the uh, all that you have worked and shortened, and you have made it precise. Okay. So it will have no elaboration, and it will not even have any details. That is called as the synopsis. For example, in the PhD work people used to do for the science, they will do work for 3 to 4 years, and then at the end of each year they will have to submit what their report is to the committee, and finally after 6 or 7 committee writings they will submit something called as the synopsis. It is a prelude to thesis. If you have thesis, you will be awarded the doctorate for thesis. Okay, and then you will have the chapter beginnings. This is one of the beginning methods. In the chapter beginning also you will have some introduction part in the chapter beginnings also, and then the main paragraph that you call it as the body of the text, but at the uh, main purpose, and then you have the wherever bold, italicized, or even underlined words. So these are the skimming methods. These are the skimming methods. And then review questions. The next thing, review questions. Review means you read again and find out whether you can be able to answer some questions. And then finally the conclusion. Okay. The strategy of skimming will be useful when you have to write a term paper for which you have to consult a large number of books. Term paper means first term, second term you have in what we call as the semester also. Okay, first semester, second semester. When you want to write it, you have to consult large number of books there. Using the above said methods, skimming, you will be able to select the books that you might also use. So you can skim for titles and subtitles and narrow down. Narrow down means limit yourselves to only those books. You can have 10 books. What you do is if you go to library, you will look into your subjects that are there prescribed in the syllabus. You turn the pages very fast and found out which books have got your required subject and qualify for your academic requirement. And when you skim through various books and websites for your assignment, remember to make note of the sources either in a notebook or a document on your computer. So it is asking you to make a note of what you write. Okay. Sometimes the syllabus may be taken from a few books, so you may not find the entire matter in one single book. So you have to take at least three books, from the library. So that means this is how you have to go very fast and take up the subjects which alone is essential to you for that particular term. So here is activity 1, and look at what this activity. This activity is possible only in class, but I'm just taking it here. I'll just read it out and we just try to find out what is being meant there. Group activity. The teacher pairs the students, Jodi Jodia, this is the class. In each pair, two persons will be there. One is A and the other is B. A reads through text for 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. A by one will read text for 7 to 10 minutes silently and writes a title for each paragraph. Whatever it is, whatever choice. And then the maximum time given to A is 15 minutes. Over 15 minutes படிக்கணும். The passage worked down by A with the titles of paragraphs should be read by B. Again, whatever is read by A is B. By number 2, the time allotted to B is 3 to 5 minutes only. So here you can see it was 7 to 10 minutes in the by 1. And 3 to 5 minutes for by 2. So what has happened? The time has been lessened. Why? Because when the by 1 reads or by student A reads, the student B follows and is able to write title, is able to skim through it, and then it takes very short time. So it is precise. Okay. So the question and instruction to students here in categories: what is the main topic of the passage? Okay, passage means some paragraph in that book. What is the main topic of the passage? Give a suitable title to the passage. Give one that is already there and give a subheading for each paragraph. ஏதாவது ஒரு paragraph. For example, இந்த paragraph வந்து ஒரு subtitle என்ன கொடுக்கணும்னா A and B reading. Small subheading I can give. Or you can give two students two students reading at different times. Okay, then you see that what difficulty you face while reading. Difficulty என்ன இருக்கும்? Sometimes there will be no matter at all. Sometimes there will be nothing to simplify. Okay, some people call it as in general language we call it as a dry subject. Okay, for example, if you have something like soft skills, you cannot find any matter. You'll have to read the entire thing and you have to read the entire thing as a paragraph. So that makes things difficult. So the author is asking you to write what makes it difficult and then try to find the solution to that particular portion. Okay, here is the paragraph that I'm going to read loud and fast and finish the activity there for this particular class. You can see the activity there. So it is connected with science. Drug usage often escalates into abuse. Drug usage, what do you mean by drug? It is unlawful. Opium and brown sugar. Okay, that escalates into abuse. Abuse na it is a kind of misuse. How this happens is not surprising. At the very basic level, this happens when the person concerned feels desperate. Desperate-na எப்படியாவது செஞ்சுதான் ஆகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நினைக்கிறது. Need to deal with this stress. Stress-na என்ன? Continuous thought. It's a kind of a continuous thought, or the thought that often returns. திருப்பி திருப்பி அந்த thoughts to get a momentary high or just fit with his peers, which is often the case of this. Peers na something at you will have something at higher level. Okay, for example, a senior may be your peer. What he does, you will try to follow. An actor may be your peer. What he does, you would like to follow. And a teacher may be your peer. What he does, you would like to follow. So, which is often the case of the youngsters. Some people must they just take it as the ideal. In the actor, the ideal, and in the hero, the ideal of it. Are the peers. So, at the close circle, it is called as a peer, and it soon reaches a stage where it becomes a crutch on which the person is dependent. Crutch means that which you take for the support. Okay, so most students you'll have the photo of a hero on there, and they will call it as they will take it as something ideal. Your மாதிரி no obviously. Then you see that whatever it does, they will require it. They will require that photo. They will require his activity to support their feelings. The same thing is the case with the drug also. The person begins to believe that his survival depends on the drugs. இது இல்லைன்னா வாழ முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அவனை நினைச்சிருவான். Popular media is one of the major influences of the youngsters who are resorted to doing drugs. I think you know what is media. Maybe something which is like the newspaper. Who have the resorted to doing drugs. It is glorified in some television series and films. Quite often, great artists and scientists are depicted as people who are misfits in the world system and indulge in drugs to rise above their frustrations. Quite often நிறைய முறை என்ன இருக்குதுன்னா சரி ஆர்டிஸ்ட்னா ஆக்டர்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாம், யாராவது லீடர்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஸோ தே ஹாவ் பீன் கோயிங் டு த ட்ரக்ஸ் அண்ட் டு ரீச் தேர் ஹை சொசைட்டிஸ் டு கம் அவுட். ஃபார் யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் இட் பிகம்ஸ் த்ரில்லிங் அண்ட் செடக்டிவ். த்ரில்லிங்னா ரொம்ப என்ன சொல்றது, thrill that will gives them a thrill and that will give some feeling for their life in there. Seductive means that will reduce them to the purpose they want. They are easily misguided easily because of the relative lack of experience in life. Experience irkada. At times, knowledge of risk factors related to drug abuse can also lead people to using this way. Lure na attract. Lure means it is going to attract from their own families, immediate surroundings, established. So what it tries to say in this paragraph is that you will have some channel through which you will try to get addicted to the drug. Brain damage is one of the followers of the drug abuse, and this consequently affects every other aspect of life in person who is addicted. The communication system of the human brain is primarily affected. Communication system means how do you communicate? By talk and by action. It is affected because it is complete. Drug is capable of affecting the brain in the most physical and the most medicinal way it can do. Ways in which nerve cells can send, process, and receive information is disturbed. Nerve cells send, process, and receive. Means when you touch, it sends the signals and then it processes it and then it receives. What is the reception? Okay. Copying natural chemical messengers to the human brain over a simulated brain's reward circuits. Drugs such as heroin and marijuana are structured the same way as the chemical messages known as neurotransmitters. This you can search separately and find out what are neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters, they usually transmit some of the chemicals in the brain that transmit the messages. When you touch, you feel. That is the brain perceives what is being touched, whether it is hot or whether it is cold, and that is done through only by the neurotransmitters. As a result of similarity, drugs can fool the receptor of the human brain and activate the nerves in such a way that they send abnormal messages. ட்ரக் சாப்பிட்ட உடனே அப்படியே எலிவேட் ஆயிடும். ஆக்சுவல் ஃபீலிங் எலிவேஷன் இருக்காது, பட் temporarily they will get elated. That means the transmission and the entire physiology of the brain is affected by means of the chemicals that are there because they work directly with the neurotransmitters. Therefore, this is called as the drug abuse, and it is associated with euphoric behavior. Euphoric means or exotic, happy, elevated, ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னாங்க இல்லையா, சாப்பிட்ட உடனே அது போட்ட உடனே அவன் வந்து நார்மல்சி வர மாதிரி ஃபீல். Which is why users keep on repeating the same action of drug use. When this pattern continues, brain tries to adapt to the usage by reducing its own dopamine production. Dopamine is a chemical or a protein produced by human body which induces sleep. அது வந்து sleep உண்டாகுது for sleep purpose. So that is very much useful for this thing, and the user tries to adapt to the drug abuse. Is dopamine production level can be brought back to the level that seems to normal. Okay. The old adage, prevention is better than cure. Varumun Kapom, yeah, applies to the drug abuse as well. Medical practitioners are quite positive about the effectiveness of the prevention program. According to the medical experts, it is one affliction which can be easily prevented. Affliction na palakam is one. Okay, habit. Okay, can be easily prevented. Prevention program involving families, schools, and immediate communities are important in this regard. That is why you require a family, a school, and immediate communities. That is the society, nearer society. That okay. And for the media, media has also a responsible power, and it cannot understand its role in the and play a positive role by resisting the urge to and millions by romanticizing, glorifying drug abuse. Drug abuse பத்தி நிறைய பேசவே கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். It needs to highlight the alarming, abysmal. It's a negative. These two are the negative terms. The negative terms, for the drug for the human being. எந்த அளவுக்கு போகுது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அதாவது ஹைலைட் பண்ணோம். இட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் தட் யூத் ஆர் மேட் டு ஃபீல் தட் ட்ரக் யூசேஜ் இஸ் ஹார்ம்ஃபுல் அண்ட் கன்சீவபிளி as in every conceivable எந்த வழியில பார்த்தாலும் ட்ரக் யூசேஜ் வந்து நல்லது கிடையாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். Only then they will stop using them and prevent their people from doing the same things. While prevention work is necessary, it is also necessary to reach the people who have already gone down the road of drug abuse and are highly into it. So this is for experienced person, and the treatment of drug abuse normally depends on the kind of the drug that the person has been using. It is said that the best treatments normally emphasizes on the phenomena related to the individual's life. எதனால பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கான், வீட்டில் ஏதாவது பேரண்டல் பிஹேவியரா இல்லை ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஏதாவது ஏமாத்திட்டாங்களா, லைக் தட் you have to look into that aspect and treat accordingly. So this includes areas such as medical, psychological, and work-related needs, as well as issues of the relationship and the people in the person's life. So I'll come to the conclusion of this. And we will read this in the next next session. But meanwhile, you can see the questions that has been raised after reading this paragraph. I will read the title and subheadings help you read faster, right? Title, subheading இங்க இருந்தால கொஞ்சம் faster படிக்க முடியும். Did they help you in understanding the content better? Content na all this is content. What are the main issues in the above passage? இது என்ன main issue இருந்தது? Issue na problem. What is the problem? We were able to grasp the meaning of the passage in 5 minutes. 5 நிமிஷத்துல இதை பார்க்க முடியுதா? Okay, the message gives you only a sample. For effective use of this exercise, the teacher may select distribute copies of the passage which they are not seen. Okay, so you can see that how the questions can be asked. The questions can be asked after a paragraph is being written. So I stop with this here. I will go to the next session. Thank you for joining me.